Guys, welcome back to Tools Down South. I showed this tent last time I came camping. I bought it from Academy Sports, about $300 after tax. It's a 17 by 12 foot Lakewood Lodge tent made by Magellan or Magellan, however you say it. Here's the tent laid out. This is the four corners right here as you go around it, but right here there's a screen porch area that also extends this way, and it connects when after you put the poles up. And the poles are pretty straightforward. They got everything color coded. These are the little extensions for the eaves. This would be the roof poles. These are the center poles for the bottom. The white ones are the four corners on the bottom, and these are like the roof and where the eaves kind of are. Look how these poles go together. I've already put two of them together, but you know, you can pretty much do this one-handed. You can pull it out like this, kind of almost fits together. See, I didn't even use two hands to put that together. It kind of, you know, it's got such a good tension on it. And now you would have your two in-wall / eave poles. There goes your center one, and then they have everything color coded. And you have this, I'm gonna call it a 5-way just because it actually slides right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 openings on that. So I'd call that a 5-way, but it's only color coded in 4 places. But the yellow ones will be the little eave extensions. The lighter greenish aqua blue would be the center in-wall poles. The blue is the roof line poles. And then the corners, they have a white one for the in-wall. And then you know, the center one, you just have the two blues, because all the blue ones go to the top, and the aqua colors that look like they're blue, they're actually the two center sidewall ones. And then each corner post has a white marked pole. You have these are your blue poles for the ridge, your white poles for the corners, and your two for each side of the middle of the end walls. And then right here you have all your eave extensions to make your eave hang out, so you have a little bit of, you know, waterproofing going on there. The little metal pin will line up with the slot. See, look, blue, little pin lines up, and you do it on all of them just like that. These things rotate around so you can't hardly get it confused, but they do have it marked so you know what side where the screen porch is. Things like that, they help you out along the way. But you will hold this, you put this on here, and you can rotate this pole right here until it lines up with this little slot that's on the side, and then it connects in there. And they all have the little slot, and they're all color coded. So it's super easy. A few minutes later, you already have the roof line set up. Comes down to the ridges, to the eaves, you know. So you got your roof already built right here. Now you could have started attaching the roof. You know, that's probably what it says to actually do. I didn't read the instructions, I didn't need to, but you could probably attach, you know, the roof line to this if you wanted to, but I'm going to do it after it, just because I like doing it after. It makes me holding this around a whole lot easier. But now I'm going to add one side to the tent first. I'm not going to do pole here, pole there, and the corners or nothing like that. I'm going to do one whole side of poles, and I'm going to do the other whole side of poles. You know, that's how I'll do it. You can see it. I have one side of the end walls put up, and no, it doesn't angle out like that really. This is actually the roof line. It's just sideways because I don't have them legs on yet. But I just want to point out something that it's pretty important that you put this way, because if you can see it, this pole slants down this way. Okay, that's because this is where the screen porch goes to, and they have it angled out like this where the screen porch is. Most of the rest of them are pretty straight. You know, this one is angled a little bit, this one's straight, this one's angled slightly. That's the support for the tent, for the corners of it. That's how they have it set up. So it's very important that they go where they go. I mean, they're different lengths. Each combination and stuff like that has its each way has its color marking on it for a purpose. And I don't know how long this stuff will stay on there, but it's on there for now. The good thing about this is, you know, by the time I get done using it so many times, I won't even need to color code it because I'll just know which ones go to where after I use it so many times. All right, let's get the next side on. You know, 45 seconds later, I have this side on. It's pretty fast tint to put together if you remember where everything kind of goes and you already have all the poles put together. I mean, you can get it put together pretty quick, and I'm doing this by myself. My wife's helped me do it, and we did it pretty fast together. But I'm gonna do this by myself. And now what you do is you want to square this tent up, and the way you do that is you take these, you put this in the bottom of the poles where each leg point is, and then when you do that, you'll pretty much square up where the tent will go. So you find one, stick it in there, find you another one, stick it in there, find you another one, stick it in there, and you'll do that for the three poles that go toward the back of the tent. And then the front poles, they add on to where the screen porch is. So that's how you do all these. You just stick them in there like so, and pretty much that'll square up the back part of the tent. Each pole will go down to where they're marked at, the line up at, and now it's raised the tent up to the actual height, and the end walls are slightly slanted. They're not like they were before. And then you pull up here to the front to get the screen porch area. But I'm gonna wait on that for just a second because I'm gonna go through here and attach. I'll go through here and attach all of the end walls and the center line. I'll make sure I find them all. Okay, and here goes your center hooks right here. They go to the top up there. There's a hole up there. I'm gonna attach them. I can't do this with one hand, so I got to do it off camera, and then I'll come back and show you. I just want to show you that I have the center line where the ridge is of the tent hooked up, and I want to make this clear. If you're short, it might be easier for you to actually put this together without the leg poles on first, but you know, I actually can grab this and pull this down to where I can hook it up. And I do that, and that's why I leave the screen porch area off from toggling it into the pole, is so I can actually walk out and get this one. See, if I had pulled it out, the tension from this to that corner wouldn't actually allow me to hook it up that way. So that's why I did that. And I also, to make things easier, unhooked this leg when I was getting the second from the back. But now you can hook that up. And now, what you have left is you have this one, and then you have a hook that goes to the corner of it right here, right there. So you have this one that goes around here, this plastic clip that goes around the pole like so, and you have a hook that goes into the corner, and they're all like that. As you go down it, there's a plastic clip that goes around the pole, and then there's a hook that goes into the corner of this 4-way, 5-way. Okay, let me get that done. Now if you look, I have all of them attached. From here to the corner, they're all attached. Okay, and then on the poles, on the sidewalls, you also have a plastic clip that you have to hook. You just go through here and you hook all of them. And there's a screen porch. Look at that thing. Screen porch. How about that? Go through here. Hook all these. And then, bam. There you go. Alright. Now we're going to put the EV extension poles in. And this is simple. Just force them into the hole. See, there it clicked right there. And you gotta do that all the way down this with the yellow ones. Your rain fly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chunk half of it over the top of this, and then I'm gonna drag it toward the back, and then I'm gonna attach it accordingly. And there's little pockets on it that attach to these end of these little eave poles that stick out right here. And then there's a hook to attach to this little hook on the end of the corner poles. Okay, let me get this done. You go around, there's a little pocket underneath the rain fly that goes to each one of these extensions. You just pull it down and cover it over all the way around it. And you pretty much got to do the corners while you're putting it on. Just pull it tight and put it over the top of it, just like that. And you can tie these down. You can stake the tent down. It comes with stakes. But yeah, there you go. If you look right here, you see it's kind of wrinkled up. You can solve them issues by pulling everything tight and staking it to the ground, and that will give you a pretty squared up tent. And yeah, that's about it. There's a screen porch. There's a rain fly on top. Unzip it to go inside of it. I did a previous video on this. It's a very spacious tent, very spacious. It's got 4 big windows, 2 big doors, plenty of ventilation inside of it, plenty of ventilation. And that's it, guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and check back in for more videos. Thanks, bye.